Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to another edition of Talking Fighting, and we've got Neil Deal in the house. Yay, boy! And he's going off once again on his Mexican fighters. Who tonight do you have for us, Mexican fighters? Come on, Neil, you got some one.
Hey, Graham, how are you? How was the weekend? I had a great weekend. How was yours? Good?
Awesome. Yep.
Yeah, right on, right on. Well, it's Monday, so we're going to start off the week and continue with our Mexican prospects and basically fighters present and past. So more present than past, but this kid, we're not 100% sure. So at the end of this segment, I'm going to ask you guys if anybody's heard anything about his real future coming up. But I understand he hasn't technically retired yet. So, anyways, we're going to talk about a Mexican fighter. I really like this kid. He's not really a kid. He's pretty old actually, but for a fighter, that's why I'm curious if he's still going to continue. But his name is Abner Mares. Abner Mares. Now he was born Abner Mares Martínez, and he was born November 28th, 1985, which makes him 35 years old. He was born in Guadalajara, Mexico. He's a fantastic fighter. He's been fighting in 4 weight divisions. He fights in the featherweight, super featherweight, bantamweight, and super bantamweight divisions. And he was born in Mexico, Graham, but his parents moved to California when he was 7 years old. But when he was 15 years old, his father sent him back to Mexico. So I guess he was getting in a little bit of too much trouble back in those days, and his dad sent him back to Mexico. So he resides in the United States now, but I guess he's going back and forth. So he must have a dual citizenship of some kind. But he had a fantastic amateur career, just a great amateur career. He had a total of 120 amateur fights, of which he won 112 fights with 8 losses. So he really had a good amateur career. Anything over 100 fights as an amateur is really impressive, right? Gives you the ability to learn the craft, get your feet under yourselves. A lot of training, and like I'm going to talk about here, he did go to the Olympics. So good for you, Abner. Abner, right on. Good for you. He went to the Olympics. He won as an amateur. He won a couple of medals.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Why are you still wearing that Kansas City Chiefs hat?
Because they're the best football team in the world. That's why. It matches my shirt. See, my Canada shirt. Here we go. Toronto, Canada, 1934.
So
there you go.
Let me ask you another question about the Drew Brees just retired, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's playing.
No, Drew Brees just retired.
Well, then that must have happened within a few days or something. I don't know. But
never mind.
I heard he's been training hard. I saw some videos on him training. So there is rumbling that he is going to retire, but I don't think he is now.
He's gone. Keep going with your boxing talent.
All right. So let's continue with Mr. Abner Mares. All right. Thanks, Graham. I love my Kansas City Chiefs. But anyways, all right. So he won a couple of medals over his career as an amateur. The 2002 Central American and Caribbean Games, he was a bantamweight in San Salvador. He won a gold medal as a bantamweight. In 2003, in the Pan American Games in Santo Domingo, I think that's Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo. In the bantamweight division, he won a silver medal. And again, he also participated in the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens, Greece. So he's definitely he's got a good pedigree. He's come up really well, and he's had a great career. Now we'll go to his pro totals. Now he's had a pro total 35 fights, 326 rounds. Out of the 35 fights, he has 31 wins. 3 losses and 1 draw. He has 15 knockouts, which gives him a knockout percentage of 48%. So he basically knocks out half the guys. But all the fights that I watched him in, Graham, he was very tenacious, very ferocious, he's got power in both hands. He's got a lot of heart. He uses the ring well. He's been cut a few times, and yes, he's been knocked down a few times, but he's a tough kid, man. He gets right back up, and he does the damage. He really does well. So if you guys get a chance out there, check him out. He's got a lot of stuff on YouTube. You can see a bunch of his fights, which I watched. Now he's being promoted by Golden Boy Productions right now, and another company out of Mexico called Espinosa Productions, and he hasn't fought, Graham, since 2018 when he fought Leo Santa Cruz, and that was the second time he fought him. So basically, that's why it's once he lost that second one to Cruz, we haven't heard a lot of him, but technically he's not retired, so he could come out at any time. I truly think that he's probably, because of the way things have been going, he's going to be coming back. Give himself a couple of years rest. Have you heard anything about him, Graham? Have you heard anything about Mr. Mares at all?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Well, like I said, I haven't heard anything recently about him, and there was a little rumbling a couple of months ago that he was supposed to fight Gervonta Davis Jr., right? But he got an injured hand. He injured his hand in preparation.
Quick question. Who is he managed by?
He's managed basically by Golden Boy Productions now.
Well,
in association with
in that case, there should be no issue whatsoever.
No, exactly, not at all.
We should see a title fight pretty soon.
Oh yeah, and he's been trained by one of the world's best trainers, an old school trainer. His name is Clemente Medina.
Really?
Medina, Mr. Clemente Medina.
That's pretty good. I'm glad you found that in. Seriously, that's really good.
Oh, absolutely, man. Mr. Medina, he's been known to in with the Mexican fighters. He has a long career. He's very well respected, and he's a really good trainer. So awesome. That's who he's been trained by now. Over his career, he has won, Graham, 5 world titles as a pro to date. He's won 5 world titles. So let's go over his world titles that he's already won. In 2007, he won the WBO NABA Bantamweight Championship title. 2010, he won the IBO Bantamweight Championship title. 2011, he won the IBF Bantamweight Championship title. In 2012, he won the WBC Super Bantamweight title. And in 2013, he won the WBC Featherweight title. So he's definitely somebody to look out for. That's why I don't think he's hanging up the gloves just quite yet. He's still got something in him. So let's hope that we can see him. Now, the notable fights that I was watching with him, and I saw him on an undercard, a Canelo undercard years ago. I remembered his name. But the ones that I watched was his most recent fight when he fought Leo Santa Cruz. They fought twice, 1 and 2. So if you guys want to watch those fights, they're really good. And he also fought a guy which you guys might have heard of before. His name is Daniel Ponce de Leon. So he fought him. And he also fought Mares versus Eric Morel, a United States fighter. It was a great fight. And then he fought another guy that I always liked, Mares versus Vic Darchinian. He was a world champion out of Armenia, and he's a real tough cookie. That guy's a tough cookie. So if you're going to fight Darchinian, Santa Cruz, Ponce de Leon, all these guys, Morel, he apparently he's something like the last 10 fights have been against world title holders, He's fought 13 world title holders in his career. So he's always fighting the best of the best. So let's just hope for the best. Hopefully we'll get to see him again. And if you're out there, Abner, we're looking out for you, buddy. Thanks a lot for the great career. We really appreciate it. And hopefully you'll be back in the ring soon so we can all enjoy your talents. So, Graham, I hope you have yourself a good evening, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow night at 7:00. Is that correct?
Absolutely. I'm enjoying this series that you're putting together, Neil. It's great stuff. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Once again, 7:00. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Graham, for having me out, guys. Thanks a lot for the likes, the shares, the comments, the notifications, all the stuff. Hopefully we'll see you again later this week. We're going to do a little bit more on the Mexican fighters. I hope you're enjoying it. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.